If you're a SaaS founder and your leads aren't booking onto your demos, they're not moving further through your pipeline, and you can feel your ads just aren't working, then this video is going to be for you. My name is Mike AJ King, and I'm the proud founder of Sensala, a growth consultancy firm based here in the UK. We specialize in helping SaaS founders scale all the way up to 5 million ARR. Now, we do this by building out growth infrastructures that solve every failure scenario before they happen, making scaling inevitable. Now, as promised in this video, I'll be sharing with you how you can make your ads super profitable and move your prospects further into your ecosystem so that even if they don't buy immediately, they convert over time. But before doing that, I don't want to just make baseless claims. So here's some results from SaaS companies that were in the same position as some of you guys. Because we're about to have fun in this video. We're going to get into some cool stuff. Just to clarify, we only work with companies that sell a software as a service so that we can craft great strategies to achieve amazing results. So I'm saying it now, I've said it before, more insights like this are getting posted into our SaaS scaling community. So as you watch, if this sounds like something your company could really benefit from, click the link below this video and get free access to it. Let's change some lives and have fun doing it. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. All right. This is a bold one and it's not clickbait, so you're going to want to lock in here. Okay, it's the attention age, it's the AI revolution, it's end times. Well, not really, but owning attention and nurturing your leads equals more users. Okay, so I decided to put this video together because this isn't necessarily something that just affects SaaS, but because of the size and the value of the tech space as a whole, what happens is in SaaS, you feel the effects of this a lot more than other industries. Okay, the second is probably e-com, or actually no, like probably service-based business as a whole. But essentially what we're speaking about is owning attention, which basically means all the money you spend on generating attention, you have to be able to own it. You need to be able to own it. And if you don't own that attention or do anything with it, besides purely try to sell off the bat, your SaaS has an expiry date. Okay, for a few reasons. Firstly, how many people do you think are doing the same thing? Okay, competition. Secondly, what happens if one of the platforms who own the attention, like for example Meta, like if you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram, what happens one day if Meta bans your ad account? You know, now you're spending money trying to recover your ad account and you can't try to sell across social media the way you could before. Okay, that's not the biggest issue though. Okay, so this video will be for you if your main marketing goal is optimized for first time conversions with a high cost per acquisition. Okay, high CPA. You're generating leads that either don't buy or have a super long sales cycle. Your marketing's being exposed to a load of people, okay, but they aren't moving through your funnel and becoming users. Okay, you're getting on demo calls where your prospects are asking to be reminded about what your software solves. Okay, or alternatively, you're not sure what's broken within your marketing and you're actively looking for 100 different options to try. Okay. Right, I'm going to show you what I mean. Most SaaS businesses, when it comes to their marketing, they're doing this right now. Okay, they're doing one of these two. Okay, they're either running an ad that appears, and that ad takes you to a landing page where you decide where you want to buy it or not. Or alternatively, you run an ad, that ad takes a prospect to an opt-in page. They opt in, they say, you know, give their name, their information, their email address. That takes them to a VSL, a webinar, a demo, like a pre-recorded demo. Which then redirects them to an application form to see if it worked for them. They get on a call, sell. Okay. Now, clearly, one of these is more sophisticated than the other, yet, if you try to do this year, you will go bankrupt. Do you realize how hard and expensive it is to get people to buy and sign up for a recurring payment every month from a single picture in an ad, or a video, or even a demo? Okay, this front end, okay, relies on an ad so good, it stops a prospect scrolling, okay, it gets them to your landing page and keeps them on there for however long your demo is, which is essentially long enough that they're informed, but not so long that they get bored and go back to scrolling. Okay, they don't know you yet. So you're going to pour money into new ads, new creatives, new shiny objects, but when was the last time that you signed up for a new software that charges you every month because you saw a picture pop up while you were scrolling? It's not to say it doesn't happen, because it does, But to expect every prospect to do that is unrealistic, and they don't. Which is why you'll go bankrupt this year trying to make this funnel work if this is your plan to scale. Okay. Now, the more common one is the second one, but even if you try to funnel hack this, what happens to make this profitable isn't visible. It's in the back end. Okay. And the consequences are, I mean, the platform owns the attention. Okay. So every time you want to get your prospects' attention again, now you're paying the platforms again to retarget and remarket to those same eyeballs you already paid for. And what starts to happen is the following. Okay, low conversion rates. Now, to clarify, even if your SaaS generates attention, it doesn't guarantee that attention translates into meaningful actions such as sign-ups, trials, purchases. Okay, if the attention you generate through marketing doesn't equal conversions, it leads to low conversion rates and limited lead gen. Okay. Then you've got weak customer engagement. Okay, attention without proper engagement can result in a lack of customer interaction, overall lack of involvement with your SaaS. But the thing is, without meaningful engagement, customers may lose interest or fail to fully understand your value proposition, leading to low usage, adoption, and customer satisfaction. How many subscriptions do you pay for every month that you don't even use? Okay, which you eventually just cancel. That comes down to weak customer engagement. Okay, and I don't want to go too much into this next one because it's a big topic and I'll probably do a whole video on it, but you need to have data. Okay, you can't scale without it, which means you need the numbers to scale. You need to know how many people are watching your ad, going straight from the ad to book a demo call, etc. And specifically the proven ways to increase each number. Okay, but there's a better way to do this without pulling your hair out. Okay, so what you want to do to get around this is make sure you've got the following dialed in. Okay, now if we're talking about owning attention, you need a strategy and a process. And the best way we found is through platform group creation and then the management of that group and essentially nurturing your prospects through engagement. Okay, now this simple tweak completely changes your positioning because prospects who don't know your SaaS, they don't care about what your software can do. They just don't. Okay, what they care about is how you can solve their current problems. Okay, give the people what they want first, build a community around solving problems with your product, and then you monetize it. Okay, they will keep coming back if they receive real value from what you give them. Okay, but if you want to maximize the amount of prospects who take this step, quickest way is to lower the barrier of entry, make it free. Okay, now as an example of what that looks like, one of the mechanisms we build out within a client acquisition infrastructure, for example, is this. Okay, now this whole infrastructure, this mechanism here, this is about nurturing and owning attention. Okay, so it's about warming leads and converting them over time. Okay, now when someone first sees your ad as top of funnel, okay, and then when they consume your content and really buy into your thesis, that's middle of the funnel and they're ready to get on the call. Okay, so what we do with our partners is we take this system and implement it into their business. Okay, but what that really means is working one-on-one on creating good sales assets, and they're like leverage sales. Okay, the goal here really is guiding people through your thesis and what you want them to buy into, showing them how it logically makes sense with proof that it actually works. Okay, we then leverage that with email campaigns and like a second social media channel to post. For example, for SaaS, YouTube works really well, right? All of these people, once they find out about your software, they're going to go to all your content, which will have a lot of valuable information, which we help our partners build. Okay, prospects watch it. Within a couple of days, they're ready to jump on a demo call with you. Okay, and to do this, we work with our partners to build our content strategy. So how to post, how often to post, where to post, what to post, how to distribute it, all with the messaging dialed in. And really, this is one of the key things that really takes them to the next level, because it's content explaining the software and what it can give you. It's walking people through why it makes sense to use it, benefits, and what they can really get on the other side. And just to bring it back though, this only works when the focus is effectively on owning the attention you generate. Okay, the attention through marketing, nurturing leads, engaging them throughout their life cycle, and continuously delivering value. Okay, that's how we improve conversion rates. That's how we improve customer engagement, retention, but to be honest with you, the overall success of your business. Now, the idea here is to create community that's super concentrated. The only people in it are people who've seen your ad, they've seen your content, and they're interested in your solution. Which brings us to an important question. If the goal is to build a company with strong enterprise value, would you rather continue to pay the platforms forever to show your content to prospects, or would you rather have a community that already know who you are, they know what your solution is, and they're interested in it? A community that you could market to on demand whenever you like. I mean, hopefully you answered number 2, and that's how this mechanism solves own intention and allows you to scale with less friction. Alternatively, for lack of a better phrase, you can roll the dice. Now that funnel up there, this funnel up here, it used to be super profitable, and you might still see some companies using it as their front end. Okay, but if you don't know the moving parts happening on their back end to make it profitable, you can't replicate it, even if you funnel hack them. Okay, so what happens is you either pay an agency to try to funnel hack them, or you look to get your own infrastructure set up internally so you have full control. And that is why we're here. Okay, and the reason why we're one of one in our lane is because there aren't many people out there who can deliver on the level of value we can and afford to sustain it. Okay, running ads and driving traffic to a cold audience, to people who have never heard of you, that's easy. That's why everyone does it. Okay, building a community of warm prospects who want to work with you, they want to experience your solution, that's hard. Okay, that's a bigger game. You know, creating content to educate prospects, that's hard. Okay, but the way I always thought of it is, if you want to still be around in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, you have to solve hard problems and not go for the low-hanging fruit, because that's where everyone else lives. And hey, this year, a lot of people are going to get found out. If you generate attention through your marketing efforts, but you fail to own or capitalize on that attention, here are a couple of things that start to happen. Okay, firstly, ineffective lead nurturing. Okay, now attention generated through marketing, of course, those are your leads. But if you can't effectively nurture those leads, you miss out on conversion opportunities. Okay, so failure to nurture leads can lead to missed revenue potential and lower return on marketing investments. Okay, and after that, we've got poor customer retention. Okay, so retention that isn't effectively owned and leveraged is poor customer retention. Okay, if your customers don't perceive ongoing value, okay, if they don't receive like the proper support and engagement after that initial marketing interaction, they will churn. They will seek alternative solutions. Okay, and that's detrimental for your long-term growth. That's detrimental to your sustainability. Okay, missed cross-selling and upselling opportunities. Without ownership of attention, you probably will struggle to leverage your existing customer base for cross-selling and upselling. Okay, now what that means is essentially customers who aren't effectively engaged or nurtured, they're not going to be aware of any additional products you have or any features that can benefit them. As a result, the business might miss out on valuable revenue expansion. Okay, I won't go too much into this now though, because I've got a whole episode on it later in the series. Okay, and then you've got limited brand loyalty and advocacy. Okay, attention that isn't owned results in weak brand loyalty. Customers who aren't actively engaged and not effectively engaged and nurtured, they're less likely to develop strong loyalty towards you, okay, or towards your SaaS. And you know, that means they don't become advocates who promote your product to others, and that can impact your reputation. That definitely impacts your growth potential of your business. Okay, now all of this essentially is to say, here's what you lose out on by not solving this. Okay, the platforms you market on will start to own you because you always rely on them for attention and eyeballs. Okay, you'll always rely on them to make your sales. You have to follow their terms, you have to follow their rules constantly, because the minute you don't, they effectively have a large say in whether you can grow your business or not. Okay, which is why the title of this video is, if you don't change this, your business has an expiry date. Okay, so if you want to pivot and go in a different way, check this out. Now, in terms of our side, here's what we don't do. We don't tell you we'll book you 50 new appointments in a week, 400 new clients in a month. We don't work on an agency client basis where you pay us month to month to make anything work. We don't even make our clients wait 3 months to get any kind of amazing results. You've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. We hear it all the time. The reason why SaaS founders are ready and wanting to spend 15 to 20K with us one time, we took every failure scenario a SaaS founder faces when scaling. We take all the components, all the mechanisms for what's working for the fastest growing SaaS companies, and we use that data and leverage those insights to build our infrastructures that solve every scaling obstacle before they happen. And then we release them into SaaS companies. Okay, the entire infrastructure is built and released in the first 4 weeks. You own the whole thing, and then we work together with the founder and leadership team to get it churning out the right outputs, which makes it incredibly hard not to scale. So, if you'd like to see if something like this could work for your business, I'd like to invite you to jump on a demo call with our team as an opportunity to connect, and we'll be able to go a bit more in depth on how you can solve and implement some new solutions. If that sounds good, click the link below this video and see if there's currently space on our calendar for that call. That's it. See you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.